Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to start to do the birthday tarot readings for the birthday people in this season, that is the Gemini season. The Gemini season is finally here. Of course, I'm trying to be consistent with reading for some Gemini idols, females and males. But I will try to keep, this season also with a variety, trying to mesh also with mix with other types of spreads and readings and subjects. So whatever comes up, I will also try to include those readings if I can. But yes, leave your recommendations for future readings. I did a post on my community post, so please leave it there. So thank you. Today is going to be the turn of EXO's leader, Suho. So yes, let's see the cards that he got. He got the Chariot, the Devil, Four of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and then from the Oracle he got the card of Sun in Aries, Assertion. So definitely I think that a lot of pentacles, honestly. Like I honestly think that he is working on something, probably investing also in something in his own security. Um but I wonder why I see no cups in here. I see no emotions, so I guess that this is actually like this is a professional aspect of his life, or maybe his work or his financial side. I think that he's very invested in this right now, and probably in the next months you're going to see it as well. We started with the Chariot and the Devil. I think that it's a very interesting combination, because actually, the Chariot is about advancing, and the Devil is about attachment. So I wonder where he's advancing to, like what is his idea of advance, because he has the Devil here. So definitely ambition is present. I honestly think that probably he associates with people that um that are very successful, that they are very good at what they do, but they are not there. I mean, for you to be their friend or their colleague or uh, their acquaintance and part of their circle, you have to think a certain way. So you have to, I wouldn't say like it's a cult, but it sounds like a very limited way of thinking about success. I definitely believe these people is very influential. They do work with influential people and they are influential themselves, but it's like they request a certain um like a loyalty from you. It's like when you work with them, you are not able to release them. Somehow you are attached to them, and they remind you all the time about this attachment, about that you are not supposed to like leave their side, or that you always have to remember that you remain loyal to them, or that you're associated to them. So I honestly think that probably he knows this and he's aware of this. But yeah, I think he's going to continue with this association. Honestly, I think that it brings him stability, and somehow I feel like he doesn't want to let go of the stability that it brings. it doesn't matter if this is boring or not. I don't know why. I sense that he's not that free, even though he is advancing, because definitely this is a good year. This is going to be a great year for him. He is he cannot be himself, and this is not about being an idol. I think that is also about being a representative or being part of a business. I don't know, he signed a deal with someone, um or he's prolonging that society. He is in a society. That's what he's in a sort of secret society. He made a commitment with someone. He signed some papers, and he's sort of attached to them. Definitely, there's no emotions here. It's just business. But I think that um I mean, for him, it's a good life. It's just that I wonder why. Now that we're talking about Gemini season and him being a Gemini, I don't see flexibility at all. I don't see like communication. I don't see like, versatility. I don't see aspirations. I only see him like being very focused on maintaining something, almost like very stubbornly being attached to something and being like, okay, this has to endure, or you know like when you invest money in something and you're like obsessively like thinking about it and watching the numbers, and being like, okay, this has to be successful, or this has to keep providing. I think that for him there's something about you know pro- providing, or actually being prosperous and making money. Um so yeah, I wonder what's that about. I wonder um why his life is like this. I mean, his life seemed very much in order and in control. He's a guy that he doesn't like to lose control. He's a guy that he's very, this is why I'm like, when I got all these pentacles, I'm like, oh yeah, he's definitely directing me to his professional side or his financial side. He doesn't want me to see other aspects of himself. I don't know if he has like other aspects. He seems like he's very much invested in this side of his life. um Probably this year is going to be very materialistic. It's going to be all about results and all about working hard, and seeing results, and hoping for the results to be successful. um and definitely he's in charge. We know he's a leader, but definitely he's in charge. It's just that he's in charge, but he's not in charge. It's like he's like the front man. He's like the spokesperson. He's like the face of a certain situation, but behind him there's other people telling him what to do. So yeah, in that, I wonder how he feels about that. Because um but I don't know, I think that he's very comfortable with this being his reality, because he has the four of pentacles in the middle. So I sense a lot of stubbornness coming from him, him being like, nobody's going to move me from here. I'm doing very well. um my projects are successful. My identity is very well established. I had worked really hard for this a lot, like for years, so nobody is going to take this stability away from me. you know um yeah, with the Knight of Pentacles, if he's going to release, like, I don't know, an individual project maybe, or some kind of work, individual work, it's going to be like a slow process, but it's going to pay off. It's going to be successful. And he has the Ace of Pentacles at the end. So um so he's going to be successful in whatever he invests in. He um probably he's working really hard because he's thinking about his future. He's thinking about saving for his future. He's thinking about, if he wants a family someday. He probably is thinking about numbers. He's very. I wonder if he has like a Taurus rising or something like that, because even though I don't see comfort or luxury, I do see that he's very, very, very involved in trying to uh, keep the finances ordered. There's something about following an order, and he's like, okay, these are the numbers that I'm used to getting, so I want to make sure that they don't go down. Like, it sounds very materialistic, guys, but yeah, I think that definitely is his attitude. um I definitely sense that he's very analytical. Um that for now everything that he's doing is because of finances, and because he is getting paid. And honestly, like, I see that he's like, okay, I'm going to be as professional as possible, and I'm going to, it is. I believe that his energy is very much mature. Like I mentioned before, we're talking about the Gemini here, but I don't see him being a Gemini, actually. I see, like, as if I was reading for an earth sign. As if I was reading for a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. I sense a lot of stubbornness and a lot of fixation on, okay, what's the next plan, what's next on the agenda, about bring him order and also a structure to his everyday life, and being very strict about it, being a bit OCD almost about it, like, okay, we have to do this and this and this. um but because he wants results, he's definitely interested in the numbers. There's something about him checking the numbers. He's like, okay, nobody's checking the numbers, I'm checking the numbers. So, and also I wonder if he has like another position in SM besides being an artist, because it seems like he takes this role very seriously. Like, I was like, okay, maybe I should see if this is related to EXO, or if this is related to him being part of a group, or music. And honestly, I don't see like the artist. I see more like a business person, and also a leader. Also a very, like, a sort of leader that does like the analysis of the sales, and the analysis of the views, or the analysis of the merchandise, the quality of the merchandise. He's like very much in the details. He's involved in this. But I see him surrounded by a lot of numbers. So he enjoys, because I think that for him to be with numbers is like, it gives him a sense of tranquility, knowing that he can control numbers, or that he can see numbers, and he can see in there, like, on the screen or on a piece of paper. He can see them, and somehow, like, have a quantification of his efforts, whether they're growing, they're increasing, or they're going down. He's very much into this. So I wonder if he has, like, because it seems to me this is not the mentality of an idol, honestly. the, this is the mentality of someone that owns their own business. um because he's very much fulfilling that role. But yeah, also, since we have a lot of pentacles, it has to do with the body. So I think that if they are going to have a sort of comeback, or if they're going to have something with the group, he's definitely like putting the effort when it comes to taking care of his health or taking care of his body, like practicing a lot, but not going crazy about it, just being um, responsible and being practical and being very helpful, but not, I don't see emotion in him. Like I don't see like a hint of like, okay, this is how I'm feeling about this. No. uh he's neither sad nor happy. He's like, very being very practical about it. And also, here he has the card. The only card from the Oracle is the one that I see a bit of passion here, because honestly, I I I see him like a guy that he suppresses himself a lot. Because if we see, the Chariot and the Devil, definitely I think that he's a guy that he suppresses who he is a lot. Like he cannot show who he really is. Like there's something about him like not wanting to show more of who what his real passions are, you know. But because he's a very sweet guy, actually he does very well in life. He's a very sweet guy. Um he's being responsible. He's thinking about his future, but there's like a lot of attachment as well. Um it's like he doesn't feel free. I don't know. And then from the oracle we got the card of Sun in Aries assertion. So yeah, it's all about him being more assertive. I think that honestly, this must mean a lot to him, because here with the Sun in Aries card assertion, um, I think that it's about defending his patrimony, or his legacy, or his money. Like there's something like this is why he's been so detail oriented, because there's something about like I'm looking uh, over us, I'm looking over our business, like and also he's not like, but there's a moment where he's going to have to come out of this routinary scene and being a bit more combative, because I believe here with the card of assertion, he will have to be a bit more aggressive about certain uh, conversations. I think that even though he doesn't want it, here with the card of Sun in Aries, there's something about like you need to be more assertive. You need to be a bit more aggressive. You need to stand up a bit more often, or you need to be a bit more aggressive, like people, for people to really understand that you mean it. I think that he avoids getting upset. He doesn't like it. It makes him feel uncomfortable. Like he's like, okay, that's not me, that's not the image I want people to. He always wants to be seen as this mature person that knows what he's doing. But I think that here with the card of Sun in Aries is more about, like, you don't have to be that stiff, that calculative. You can be spontaneous and assertive and speak up about what you want. What do you want? I believe there's something about him wanting to set himself free from something. An association, because also the Sun in Aries, it's a lot about the first house, the house of the self, about individualism. Who am I? What do I want? So I don't know. I think that he should like be a bit more assertive and be a bit more like blunt about it. You know, he's a guy that he truly believes that efforts and consistency always pay off. So he has a certain way of doing things. But I think that here with the sun in Aries, there's something about, you know, you you are part of a very competitive and also very aggressive kind of environment. So you have to stand up for yourself. You have to be more combative, like become a fighter. Like, and like if you're going to set boundaries, be very clear about it. Do not try to be the nice guy or the better person. If you want to get upset, get upset. And I think that this also has to do with, I don't know, people maybe invading his privacy, or there's something about anger issues that he's not, like he's hiding under the rug, and he's accumulating them. And probably, something else could come up, like an inconvenient or something that involves him, and he has to defend himself, but he has to do it in a very proactive way, you know. So yeah, I would advise him to be very firm about it, to not leave room for people to speculate about his life. Set very strong boundaries with people. Allow yourself to be unpleasant for people to not like you, actually, if you do, because probably that's what you're going to get, and probably that's what he doesn't want. He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want people to get upset with him. But definitely I sense that there's someone that is disturbing his reality. Probably it's an invasion of privacy, or people just been trying to spread rumors about him. I don't see cards that talk about rumors, like, but I think that there's something about his associations with others. There's something about, like, okay, oh, you hang out with this person, or you have a business with this person, you were seen with this person, or um you go hang out in your free time with this person. Also, you are not that nice guy. You are actually, like, you're not a good person because you hang out with this person, and him also, like, like, I think that they someone is asking him to change sides, and to put his loyalty elsewhere, and he doesn't want to. So because of this, probably he could get a backlash, like, because everyone is like, okay, what side are you on? Something like that. But yeah, the good thing is that the tarot reading, it ends with an Ace of Pentacles. So I think that obstacles, he's not going to have obstacles. It's just that these are like brief interruptions of moments or instances where he will have to, be a bit much more assertive and be much more masculine, and not hide from conflict, if it appears. So yeah, guys, this is all I have for him. I hope that you enjoy it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.